start recording. There we go. Now we are recording and
accidentally goes live.
Go live 2.0.
That would be funny, but no, I pressed the right button this time. So now we are recording this.
Positive.
Sure.
Yes,
I
could screen share OBS with you, and you would see I hit the right button.
Yeah, we though.
Okay, so
hit the right button.
I am gonna start now. Welcome, finally, to the Escape Khaenri'ah D&D game session 0. This is the proper start to the campaign. They start before the start, because why have a session 1 when you can do the session before session 1? You guys have been vaguely made aware of the plot. Sunny probably than Nix and Vix.
No, it's because I play Genshin and I've got lore knowledge. I've been giving a lot of lore knowledge, in fact.
Yes.
Lore knowledge.
Special thanks to Sunny for lots of lore knowledge. Another special thanks to my brother's roommate, who made it so that the combat system and the ability system that I added into this game, this campaign, is way more fair and balanced than it could have been. Because it could have been so much more broken or kind of detrimental with time. So, thank you to that person. And without further ado, time for the opening monologue. So, I'm gonna pull this over to this screen really quick, just so it's easier to read. Our story begins with a shot of the sky. A beautiful baby blue, full of wispy, fluffy white clouds, very picturesque. And then the camera backs up to reveal an island in the sky. But not just any island, for this is Celestia. And that's why I had to change your mother's name, Vix. I have to keep going.
No, named after the heavenly principles.
We can make jokes later. I have to keep going.
Never. We pause.
But this is Celestia, home of the heavenly principal, chief authority in all of Tevat, the world where our story takes place. The island is a mixture of Gothic and Greco-Roman architecture that seems to always be deconstructing and reconstructing itself with great precision. And it's kind of hard to follow with mortal eyes, because this definitely is not anything that would be normal on the surface of the world. And so we keep zooming back through the island again, until suddenly the island starts getting further and further away, until it is nothing more than a speck in the distance, and another structure comes into view. A giant black spire on the top of a huge citadel, of a building made of black metal and stone with weird amber gold trim and electric current running through. From here, we find our way to the citadel at the center of the capital of the most prosperous nation in the whole of Tevat. Welcome to Khaenri'ah. The citadel sits at the center of a city that is a mixture of Gothic stone structure and Elizabethan era wooden buildings, domiciles, taverns, guilds, businesses, apothecaries, tome and bookstores, and so much more. The more important buildings are the same style as the citadel at the center of the city, that black with the amber trim that's clearly filled with some sort of magical energy that you would need years of rigorous academic study to understand. The citadel of the royal family is made of that material, as I described earlier, and it stands high above almost every other structure in the city. Easily a 2 to 3 mile tall building, but who could tell in this day and age where they don't really measure when they build. Give me one second, I lost my place on the document. Above the city, flying machines hover all over the street and whiz in the air, going from place to place. Imagine that scene from Atlantis: The Lost Empire, where they're all like running back to the city from the waves, except without the wave part. Just people like doing their day-to-day business. Constructs of every variety populate the city, performing simple tasks from standing guard to patrolling to helping citizens with their day-to-day life as well. They take all different shapes and varieties, of simple geometric shapes to full humanoid bodies, and some even creatures that would be completely unrecognizable. The streets are filled to the brim with bustling and busy folk running around, living their lives and doing business. And the city is divided by 4 main roads, which are the north, south, east, and west, where the gates meet on the outer wall of the city. And you have these perfect kind of pizza pie slices of city where all those things that I've described so far exist. The main roads are filled with stands and decorations, people dancing, cheer, haggling. Everything you would expect from a major population center is all here in this place. This nation is at its zenith. The Eclipse dynasty has ruled for a century and brought the people to the peak of prosperity. The king and his adopted daughter, the Traveler, rule with kindness and wisdom. And some might even say that the power that they bring to this kingdom is supernatural. And so our story properly starts when we find ourselves in the southwestern side of the city, where a woman is walking down a quieter street, still full of businesses, but not as much people trying to do business and so much or more of a commute type of street. She has a book in hand and she's dressed rather finely. You'd say that this definitely appears to be attire that would fit within the city and doesn't look very foreign. Her eyes have pale blue diamonds in the pupil, and she is amused by what she's reading. Sunny, can you introduce your character?
You didn't have me figure out a book to have her read.
It's okay. You can say whatever random book. It's just flavor text. It's not important.
Reading Narnia. Reading freaking Narnia.
Yes, Narnia is canonically in the Genshin universe.
Yes,
you can just break everything by your book choice.
Make sure you break the fourth wall with it.
Yes, it's this play written by the Traveler called Narnia. We don't know quite where they got it. It appears to be from a very, very distant land.
Beautiful.
Break everything, and Millie's like, hold on.
It's been 5 minutes. Not even.
Yeah, 5 minutes too long.
This is what you asked for.
Anyway, Sunny, if you could describe your character. You don't have to give your full backstory, just kind of like vibes. Whatever you think is necessary for this particular moment.
So I'm walking down the street. I've got a book in hand, likely a child's story, probably from Mondstadt. I would say Mondstadt's lighthearted enough. And I would be... Did you say it'd be... Would this be like going towards maybe an inn or something, though?
That's kind of up to you. What would your character be doing at this time of day?
Probably working at the orphanage, let's be honest.
You could say that you're on your way to the orphanage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on my way to the orphanage to drop off the next, basically, bundle of books that I picked up for the kids. Along with other little, knickknacks, toys, cute little things, just to try and help make their days in the orphanage a little more pleasant than, just waiting for someone to come and adopt them.
That is so heartwarming and kind of tragic. Love that. So you're going to... your character... if you could give us your character's name, that's probably the most important thing I need from you right now.
fight on the pronunciation, but I'm gonna go with Clargia.
Clargia. Okay, good to know. Because when I
Clargia,
tried to
yeah.
pronounce that, I don't know what happened, but my brain went and I was like, "What the fuck?" Cool. So, Clargia is walking down the street. At a certain point of it, you're only paying half attention to where you're walking because like the street is just empty enough that you really don't have to like watch ahead of you. Actually, can I get a perception check?
Oh shit! Perception would be
Bro, ready?
Yep, we are
hang on,
already
hang
rolling.
on. I need my sheet. I need my character sheet. Hang on.
But you're telling me you didn't already have your character sheet pulled up and everyone else
I
too?
was sitting on Discord instead of my Chrome. I've only got one screen. Listen.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair then. Okay, one screen's fair then.
Perception gives me a +6. You said perception check, right?
I did.
Alright, it's a roll of 20. 13 plus 6, 19.
19. So you immediately can hear there's some sort of struggle coming from the alley to your left. And then, very suddenly, it doesn't surprise you because your perception was more than enough to catch that this was probably going to happen. A woman in an armor of very different purple variety comes charging out, pushing this man twice their size to the ground in front of them, and then just absolutely wrangling with them, trying to get something out of their hands, until eventually they do. They get a little coin purse back, and they look pissed. Vix, can you please describe your character?
Yeah, so my description is gonna be very different than Sunny's. This is Louise. She is a bard ranger. And she just kind of looks like she is always wanting to fight someone. Just always in just the way she's dressed, in the way she just has a resting bitch face constantly. And she's very spiteful. Don't mess with her, basically, as you can probably tell.
She's scrappy, okay.
Yeah, fantastic. So what would Louise do after getting their coin purse back from this very obvious thief?
She'd basically look down at the thief, like standing up after, like holding the purse. She puts it back into like her pocket and just kind of just looks down and says, "The next time you want to rob someone, make sure that you can actually win."
Ooh, menacing. Can I get a intimidation check out of you?
Yeah.
This is a well, actually no, his
16.
fuck. Okay, give me a second.
Nice.
I gotta pull up something really quick.
Meanwhile, I feel like I would just be standing there with like the book open in hand, just watching this. Like, okay then.
Well, this just happened.
You said you got a 17?
16.
16. Okay, that's still more than enough. He is completely scared, but what he does do is he does let off at least one little intimidating sentence before he scampers off, which is, "You're gonna regret this," and then he just literally like a wild animal, just like on all fours, scampers for a little bit before finally clambering to his feet and getting into a full sprint down the street. He is gone, great. That's so funny. I love that so much.
I feel like Louise
And then
was
he
just, like,
waddled
under
away
her breath,
for
like,
the very next day.
yeah. Basically, as he's like running away, and she just says that, she's just under her breath. Yeah, sure, I will. So like petty, just yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
Perfect. Yeah. So now, Clargia, you are standing in front of this woman who clearly just menaced the shit out of that criminal. Crime, I want to point out, is not very common in Khaenri'ah. This is a city that is so prosperous that they more often than not find themselves lacking crime, because who would need to commit crime when you're always provided for? So this guy clearly was doing it for the love of the game. And high likelihood. Actually, you know what? Before I say any more, can I get a perception? No, is that perception or is that history? Sonny, can you give me a history check?
History check? Okay. I've got a +5 to my history. Oh! Fuck!
Oh
That
no.
one.
7. I got a 2.
Oh boy.
So with a 7, you know what? The DC wasn't high. I'm not gonna lie. It was really you barely cleared it, but it wasn't high. It was just like it was a DC
Yes!
6, because the thing is, like, you literally live in this city. You would know. But if
Just
somebody
make sure you remember it in this moment, you
Yeah.
know.
if somebody is doing crime, you surmise they have to be a part of a gang, because criminals would be too scared of the authority here to be lone wolf criminals. They would want the protection of some sort of gang. So you could surmise that he was probably part of a gang, but that's all you get. You didn't get a good enough look at him to see maybe what gang you might know about, if you know about any gangs, stuff like that. So, but you know, that's all, that for thematic reasons. That's really all you needed to know.
It would
Anyway,
just be a damn.
yeah.
They
So
really want to test the royal family. Okay.
this is
Okay, I see it.
this is now kind of an interesting free RP moment where I no longer have like full notes. I just have a rough outline of where stuff will be heading next in this part of the session. So what would you two like to do? Two strangers who first introduction is that your introduction was that
in the street. I would look at Louise and go, "Hey, are you okay?" Like, I'd look head to toe, see if I could see any obvious like scrapes or injuries, anything of that sort, and also just asking her, "Hey, are you all right?"
And Louise's response would just be, I mean, you should be asking him that. But yeah, I'm good.
so
Stop,
petty.
I'm good.
It's so petty.
Exactly, she's petty. It's great.
This was not the characterization I thought you were gonna bring to this. But I love it anyway.
It's like, ooh, I fucked up. Ooh.
I just realized-
chaotic good for a reason.
I just realized with the fact that my character is the matron of an orphanage, she's gonna mama bear, most likely.
Ooh, that's gonna create
Why
some
do I
fun things.
do mama bear characters? Brain!
Our
I
D&D.
mean, based on my thing, yeah, we're gonna have 2 of those characters then. Fun
Oh.
time.
Oh boy. So it's basically going to be you two mama bearing my character as my
We're-
character just goes
I'm-
through the world.
I'm hoping, basically, I'll reveal this to you now. I'm hoping that by the time you get to session 1, I can rope in a 4th person, because while that might be a
Yes!
tad bit overwhelming to me, I think
It'll be funny.
one, it'll help your econ a lot, especially since this is going to be a battle-heavy campaign. And
You
2,
act as though we can't hold on our own.
You act as though we're not problem children.
You act as though we already don't create problems as a duo to begin with. Sunny's just here to throw
I think,
fuel on the fire.
I'm on the
I
verge
may need
of
help bringing these two in.
I'm on the verge of dropping a Tarask on you guys at level 5.
No, please! Please!
You do
I'm
that.
not the problem child!
I don't think you want to know how that would actually end up, because then you'd be cursing us out, because then we would have hit a massive level hit.
If you guys actually managed to kill a Tarask at level 5, I'd say you won the campaign. I'd say that's it. That's the game. Everybody go
You
home.
won D&D. Good job.
You won D&D.
Hey, remember, you win D&D when you win against the DM.
I don't
true.
actually know what a Tarask is, so...
It is basically a world-ending event if you find a Tarask. They are a
Oh.
world-ending
Yeah.
creature. They are like an end game campaign type creature.
Oh.
Uh,
So throwing
God.
down
on
is-
on
yeah.
Genshin standard, I'd say a Tarrasque would probably be on the same level power wise as one of the sovereigns, Sunny.
Oh, fuck. And
You
we've
have to
seen
understand-
Nuvolat in action, and he wasn't
Amelia,
even.
what you have to understand is
Oh.
I may or may not have seen
Oh.
a TikTok video where somebody
Mhm.
described how you can manage to do enough damage to kill 3 Tarrasques in one hit.
I'm sorry?
Yes,
You can't have those
I did say
spells.
that.
It's not no. You can't have those spells moving on. So what are Louise and Clargia doing now?
Body
I think
here
Louise
don't
is just
mind.
like she's just like fixing her armor, like making sure everything's like set nice and nothing's damaged.
Lovely.
I'm still
just
floored over the
standing here,
Tarrasque
like-
thing.
Louise is just standing there like totally unfazed by the entire situation that just happened. Like she's angry, but like she's just like, is my armor okay? Like nothing's broken, I'm not bleeding.
Clargia's just going to close the book that she's got, kind of tuck it back into the bag. She's like, I was fixing to, drop the stuff off the orphanage. Do you need help finding anything? You don't look like you're from around here.
How would I reply to that? Probably not. I'm not. I don't think I'm from around here. Am I, Amelia?
You are in fact not from here. In fact, I'd almost say you could say you live in the nation furthest from here out of sheer no, second furthest nation from here technically.
I could literally just make up whatever the hell I want. You already know this too.
Well, I mean, you can make up whatever you want because I have a map of the entire world, but
I live furthest
I mean,
away.
no, but like you know my background. I literally could.
anyway, so you're not from here. Sunny, your orphanage is in the northwest side. Did I say you guys are currently in the north or southwest side, right?
Yeah. So
Yes, that is what I had said.
No.
South.
I don't remember you mentioning.
I
You
did. I said-
mentioned south. I want to say it was southwest. I remember south
Yes.
something.
So you are in the southwestern portion of the city, probably about dead center of that. And you need to get to, I want to say like the one of the north, like probably the northernmost side of the northwest side of the city. So you would be going through the southwest side, cross the main road, and then continue on the other side of that road to where your orphanage is on that sector of the city. So that's just for your information on where you're going. So do you want to head to or do you want to continue heading towards the orphanage?
Yeah, because I'd want to get the stuff dropped off before I get into any other shenanigans. Shenaniganery.
Okay, cool. And then Louise, what's this is basically how do I put this? This is the first like 6 sessions, session 0 through first 5. Yeah, first 5 sessions 0 through 4 are going to be classic open world D&D. I mean, please don't go outside the city too much, but like for the most part, you kind of got free reign to do whatever the fuck you want.
Commit arson day 1.
No!
Would. You really
I'm-
would, wouldn't you?
I just explained to you that criminals are not common in this city because it's really dangerous for them. So please commit a crime, I dare you.
Oh my god. We gotta commit a jailbreak session
Do
1.
I need to start pull out my stealth checks and all this? Do I need to check stealth check, possibly
my
a
god, we're
nature
gonna have to-
check? Acrobatics might be a good throw to put in there too.
Oh my god, you're gonna be like a problem and a half day 1. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna have to do a jailbreak day, like session 1.
You probably will. Anyway,
We'll act as though I'm gonna get caught.
With the people that are in Khaenri'ah, I mean,
How tech advanced are we talking here?
So,
Mel got to experience that yesterday.
so imagine a nation that uses arcane energy like electric power, essentially. They have fully functioning, like, essentially electric light. They have, as I said, like, flying machines. They've got constructs that whose whole job is just detaining people. So these people are incredibly advanced, and then the people themselves are also very strong. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Actually, I probably should have asked for a history check for that. I'm gonna let you have it because I can't take my words back after you've already heard them. But
Open mouth, insert foot. Got some free knowledge.
you're
You're welcome.
You're very lucky. I forgot to ask for some sort of check. So anyway, so Sonny, you're heading north. Louise,
Yes.
are you sticking with this stranger who was checking on you, or?
I feel like Louise, in her chaotic good nature, would like see that what
Clargia.
Clargia. There we go. My brain is not gonna remember that for whatever reason.
It's difficult to say that name, trust me.
Clargia is like carrying a bunch of stuff and would just go, You just watched whatever the hell that was. Do you want a hand carrying stuff?
I mean, that's a really rare thing to see happen. Like, I've lived in this city my entire life, and I could probably count on my hand, like on one hand, the number of times I've seen someone do that, where someone's tried to steal from somebody else. Our rulers do keep us, well cared for.
So just an unlucky break coming into the city, is that right?
Unfortunately,
Just my luck.
Unfortunately, I'm so sorry about that. Normally Khaenri'ah is not that bad. It's not that bad normally.
I love that that's like the only line used. It's normally not that bad. Well, either way, do you want help carrying things, or
Really just some books and such for the kids at my orphanage. If you'd like to, I wouldn't say no to some help.
then Louise walks over and just takes some of whatever Clargia is carrying and just goes, "Where are we going?"
Follow me and don't mind the kids. They're very interested in in newcomers, but rough times for them. And I would start leading the way towards the orphanage. I feel like the kids would be really interested in people that aren't from Khaenri'ah because you can learn a lot of shit from people like that.
No, that's awesome. I'm just gonna let you know the city is massive. So imagine Manhattan times 2. This is no small city, so the trip is going to probably take you all day to get back to the orphanage. But no, that's fine. You guys start continue down the road you were already heading on, which is like
Hey, free room and board though.
roughly it's roughly heading north. I mean, the streets aren't necessarily grid, just because this is kind of before people thought of that. I guess I don't know, like a super technologically advanced nation didn't think to make a grid system, but I'm washing my hands of the affair. It's fantasy. You're passing houses. People are going about their day-to-day business. Nix, we actually never discussed introducing your character.
Never did.
I'm
Did
going
you
to
ever get all the backstories, Mel?
yes,
I have all the backstory. I have the backstory. Milia does not have the backstory.
You do need to send me.
I gave that to Milia last week.
I gave it to Milia. I gave a chunk of it to Milia yesterday.
You do need to give me the rest of
Yesterday,
it
you
so
do.
I don't get blindsided by something. But
You're not gonna get blind.
DM
I
needs to-
gave you the core details, and you said it was fine. So we're gonna leave at it was fine.
you know,
and we'll call
it's
it a
actually kind of
day.
my bad that I never found the shrine that you were from. But regardless,
See, she won't even follow into my own lore. Wow.
I was
Oh my
busy.
lord.
I'm gonna side you really quick and give you two options for how you would like to be introduced.
This is gonna be so chaotic.
Sunny, can I get a perception check?
Okay.
Always you.
Luck.
Oh god, I've got a math.
It's the numbers.
13. Sorry, I had to add 7 and 6, and my brain, it was not computing.
No, that's fine. So you are going to notice the city for the past, I want to say, like 10 years. Yeah. For the past 10 years has had slight tremors in the ground. You know, the royal family had told the people of the nation that this was just normal geological shifting caused by the earth, because you guys are advanced enough to know what tectonic plates are. And so, you know, they're never like world-ending earthquakes. They're typically like the ground is rumbling enough for you to feel, but no one's losing their balance, nothing's falling over. Thank you for that perception check.
I'm worried now.
You got your answer.
Mm.
Enjoy.
So it's about midday.
I'm worried now.
It's about midday, and you guys are going to hit a tavern. So the way I'm going to describe this is you guys were heading on a road roughly north. It was kind of more northeast heading, kind of like a little bit of a diagonal line, but it does straighten out at some point going straight north. And this is the street that finally connects with the main west road. You're about another mile or so from the main west road when, Sunny, you're pretty hungry. You haven't eaten since you woke up this morning, which was like, what, fucking 7 hours ago now? Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Something like that. So you're like, I'm pretty hungry, and you want to stop in at a tavern joint that you're very familiar with. The, give me a second.
Naming structures. Oh no.
No, you're good. You're going to stop in at the... Give me a second. I had to look up,
Also, Mill, Khaenri'ah is supposedly going to be based on Germanic and Nordic mythos.
Oh, fun.
I don't know if that helps.
That does. That's fun.
Oh, that lets me be very chaotic. I'm gonna love it.
That lets me have a full arsenal now.
I'm also going to just side this to Mill because she's going to know what this is. And that's going to be terrifying to see.
Alright, you're going to find yourself at the new Natlin Rum Tavern. You walk in, and this is a joint run from an immigrant from the nation of Natlin. You could do a history check on the bar owner if you want. I don't think it's necessary, because unless you really
Check
want...
everything.
Unless you want me to exposit details about a nation that you're not in
You
currently.
haven't even gotten to yet in
Yeah, exactly. Like I know enough to be able to yap, but I like the point more or less is that like I suddenly realized that all of your pictures are facing off the screen. Like you're all facing to the right, and it's facing right
good
off the
job.
screen. Fantastic! I did a great job.
Yippee!
Oh, Mel.
It's fine. Anyway,
Oh, goodness.
What the fuck?
What?
What?
Did someone redeem... Someone redeemed the sound alert off stream.
Well, everything got redeemed. What?
Yeah, someone just fucking redeemed... I don't even have the... That's so strange. Okay.
You okay,
Well,
Amelia?
yeah, there's just gonna be the freaking Helldivers theme midway through this recording. I guess I'm just gonna have to live with that.
Wonderful.
Who could, only a mod.
I love that you can't even go in and like know who did it.
Yeah.
Well, you should.
There should be a way.
Hold on. Actually, yeah.
I know
Let me.
for mine there is. I can go and look at who redeems what. Sound
Yeah,
alerts.
actually, that's what I gotta do. I gotta go back to chat, go to mod mode.
You should be able to see who did it.
It's not here. It's not even showing that there was one. I see something saying playing blurb like anyway. You know what? It's not important. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But we got to get back to the the game. So you guys walk into this bar. You sit down at a table, put down the books on the side, just minding your own business, obviously. Bartender comes by, takes your orders, and in the corner. And this is when I'm going to switch the screen to here. We have a battle map for...
Oh, no.
I might not have needed to... I might not have needed to specify that... Hold on, give me a second. I just...
Also, Mill, if you want, after the session, I'll be happy to see about helping you test the Roll20 stuff.
Yes, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, how do I get rid of you? Here we go. Just have to get you guys off this really quick. So, I'm just going to put you guys in. You guys will be at this table.
I'm still down there, by the way, Mel. I'm still down the bottom.
Motherfucker.
You're making clones? Is that you, Loki?
Oh my god, wait, is that what it does? It just, okay. That's how that works. Good to know. I can't just undo specifically this square. I don't know why this is being so weird. There we go.
Delete it.
These are the tokens, right? Oh, that's why I got... Gang, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta edit.
It's okay.
I totally should have
I don't like the sight of corrupted construct.
ignore that. It's not important. That was just for testing.
Okay.
You don't have to worry. I just need to really quick add that's why
The immediate anxiety I felt at that. Herb hem gone. God. What the fuck?
I am so sorry, gang. I am not being very good at this. But anyway, while I'm doing this,
it's session 0, and it's Roll20, which is confusion.
It's just vibing. I don't know what the castle is.
Maybe I can actually see those, so that makes me happy.
Nix, your character sitting in the corner. Please introduce them.
Okay, well, my character's a rugged-looking character. Just kind of got a tankard on the table with a little plate in front of them, just kind of giving the glare over the room. Kind of almost looking in deep thought, in a way.
Did I spell that right? Clargia?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Also,
my character.
I don't know why my brain said Louise was Louisa. I'm so sorry about that.
Nah, you're fine.
Character. It's Kimona, right? That's the Kimora. Okay.
Mora.
Mora.
Kimona.
Listen,
Mora is the currency in Teyvat, so that's the funny thing.
not in Khaenri'ah. They use gold.
Why was it not letting me move it?
I honestly don't fucking know. Alright, so Louise, there you are. Khaenri'ah, there you are. And Kimora, you're all the way over here. Yeah, so there is a warrior, clearly from the nation of Inazuma, over in the corner. Quarter table over here. And, there's a couple other patrons here and there. There's no band right now because, it's like midday. That's typically more of like a nighttime thing for them to be there. But you guys are just chillaxing, having your meal. And there's a small commotion by the bar with the bartender and the guy sitting there. They were talking. Nix, can I get a perception? No. Insight. Can I get an insight check out of you?
Set off of me.
Insight
How does
off
a
of you.
16 sound?
God damn. Alright, you guys roll well. Yeah, so the
We have nice stuff like
bartender
us.
and the guy sitting there are clearly not panicked. They're more like excited. They're like, you can't quite make out what they're saying because they're talking in a little bit of hushed tone. But they're very excited about what they're talking about, almost as if they'd like witnessed something really freaking cool, and they're just like gushing over, like, "Oh my god, it was so cool that we saw that!" Blah 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 blah. And while that is happening, just gonna really quick.
Trying to optimize my screen space.
Wait.
There's a lot easier.
One of these
stuff to be done.
days, I will have this prepared beforehand.
Okay, there we go.
In through the door, boom, boom, boom,
Oh shit! Okay, immediate battle.
boom. 4 bandits come in. Can I get a perception check from you, Louise?
Alright.
Oh.
23.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. So immediately, the guy in the
I
back.
got a nat 20! I rolled a nat 20!
Holy
Nice!
shit!
Ooh!
First
Here's
nat
Haley's
20
story.
of the campaign is wasted on you knowing a guy that tried to steal from you earlier. Yeah, the guy in the back here is that same guy who tried to steal your coin purse earlier. And he is back. Sonny, gotta get a history check.
A history check? My history is what? +5? Got it, hang on. Ooh, 10.
You see pyrovisions, and you vaguely heard of a gang that uses pyrovisions before. That is all you glean from that. And so
I got nothing.
this guy here, I don't know if you can see my cursor or not.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, this guy here, he immediately speaks up. Oi! Why did I try to give him? Why did I give him like a fucking Australian accent? We're gonna stick with it though. We're gonna start. The confidence is key. Oi! I heard one of you beat up my men. And he's like scanning the bar. As I said, there's a couple more patrons, like 1 or 2 here, one guy here, and the guy at the bar, and the bartender. The bartender speaks up immediately, like, "Whoa, chill, bro. It ain't that deep." take it outside, please. And the bandit does not care. He's like, I don't care. He specifically says that. I want people to know that I chose those words on purpose and did not just fumble everything. And he just immediately is, I don't care. I want to know who hurt my underling. And so now, Vix, I am curious. Are you going to speak up, or are you going to try to, are you going to try to not get recognized?
I'm just gonna kind of like side eye Louise at the moment, like, oh, it's less. What? What?
The side eye of don't do something stupid.
A little bit,
Looking
yeah.
over, just,
A
it just
little
sees
bit.
the side eye and just goes. Okay, but how would they know that we're in here? Like, just whispers it over. Like, how would they know?
Who knows what these games? But we don't. Okay, no, okay. I was looking at the wrong picture. I couldn't tell if my mic was picking up. But
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I don't know what these games. But at the same time, it's probably not a good idea to start a fight in the tavern.
Yeah. Just kind of sits there and sighs, and it just like slumps into the chair, just like fine. It just quietly sits there, just arms crossed, just fine, mom.
She's
Just,
sulking.
just giving like the fine mom energy of just slumping in the chair,
Okay,
just sitting there.
So I want.
Sulking.
I need you to make a decision of sorts of what is the plan, because well, here's the thing. You have approximately 12 seconds before the guy in the back recognizes you. He rolled really well on his perception check.
Oh no!
Give me like 30 seconds. Hang on.
LOL.
Then there's just me just glaring at people in the back.
I love the idea
God.
that
No.
your giant characters just
Okay,
standing
so,
or sitting in the back, mean mugging people for
I'm
no
gonna
reason.
I'm gonna just
Yes, that's my
absolutely
character.
be a problem for you real quick because I have a
Fantastic.
disguise kit. Louis just without hesitation, just like out of who knows where, basically, just pulls like a wig, like a bright, like this, like it's like a dark blue wig.
Your hair's
and
already kind of dark blue, though.
It's purple. Blue is different.
It's a disguise kit. Let's
It's
play
a
along
disguise
with
Okay.
that.
kit. Just be mayhem.
Really
My hair is
quick,
purple, technically.
can you read the description of what a disguise kit does? That way I know what I'm dealing with here.
So the definition of it is if you have proficiency with a tool and your proficiency bonus is an ability check you can make that uses the tool. If you have proficiency with it, that's literally like it doesn't describe it very well. It's just a disguise kit.
It does
Like,
as it pretty much said. It's used to create a disguise.
It
Do you-
literally like it says ability, utility, and craft. That's literally what it says.
Do you have to roll for that, or do you just get to?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Yes, you do. Apply. There's utilize, like apply makeup, but you could say wig. That's fine. The DC is 10, so I need you to roll a d20. I think it's a charisma ability. So add your charisma modifier, which is not.
Let me throw my dice where it doesn't roll off the table on me. I have no space on my desk. You said charisma?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 12. It's not very great, but it.
No, and
all of my spells are heals.
And
Oh,
with-
fuck.
with his perception of 17, he sees you trying to put on the wig, and he's like, "Boss, that one! Where did they get the hair?"
It's just chaos.
And I need at least Louise to roll initiative. The other two of you I don't know if you actually want to engage in this fight. So that I'm not going to ask you to roll initiative unless you have the intention of joining in.
I feel like my character would still sit there and see like what would happen first before actually taking initiative.
Okay. So let me go.
With the fact that I've already seen Louise have to deal with this fucker, just as a backup of, hey, this ain't gonna stand in Khaenri'ah, let's fucking not. I'm also going to roll initiative.
Fantastic. Let me know what you guys
D20?
get. Yes. And then
15.
you guys are adding your initiative modifier, which is
I got 20 altogether.
Christ.
I rolled an 18 and I get a +2.
We're gonna ignore the fact that I forgot I hotkeyed my number bar to move, so that for a second there. Anyway, so and then Kimura, you will join in later.
I'm still mean mugging.
You are still mean mugging. So
If I
Clargia,
remember right on Pardon for the Interruption, if I remember on Roll20, there will be there's like a way that you can mark down the initiative of who goes when as well. There's a way to do initiative on Roll20. We will figure this out after session.
Yes. So for now, I have the combat open on D&D Beyond. Clargia, you are first. What would you like to do?
Oh fuck.
What spells did I give you?
I'm mainly nothing but heals. All I've got for attack is a cantrip for Sacred Flame. I'm pretty much all healing.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna rework your character. We're gonna rework your character, like just a small tweak after this session, probably just to at least give you.
You don't have like a dagger or like something throwable. We gotta give you like the feat of like.
I'm a catalyst. I literally just use magic.
There's a feat called what is it? Tavern Brawler that lets you just pick
Wait,
up
hold
whatever
on.
you want and throw it as a weapon.
Sunny, if you want to, Orb of Dragonkind.
I am not bringing a robot into the tavern, especially in case it turns on me.
Okay, I'll say this: you don't have to roll the second D6 until session 5.
Okay. So a D6 once a day to determine the summon I get?
Yes.
Mill, if I get a fucking if I get a Ruined Drake, Mill.
If you do
This poor tavern! This poor tavern if I do this!
I'm not gonna lie, they're all gonna make wisdom saving throws if that thing shows up, because they may just surrender on the spot. There's like a 50-50 chance that happens. So
alright. I'm gonna use my Orb of Dragonkind then. I'm gonna need stat blocks for how the summons are gonna work. Because I'm guessing I've also kind of handled those like I would a Ranger Companion.
So it's gonna work like a familiar.
What the? Oh my god! Please, it's not a 6, but I got a Ruin Greater Mill. I got a 4.
A 4.
I got the big bitch off Dragon's Spine.
Cool. So how do
Stand up, be like, hold my beer, hold on a second, I got this.
I now
so
need
you guys
to
know what I've summoned. So you guys know what I've summoned. Here I'm gonna send it in the DM.
Can you do me a favor really quick? Can you just can you send me the which one was that on your sheet? Like, what's the actual D&D entity name?
Clockwork Horror.
Oh, Christ in heaven. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Let's go with Construct.
Do you guys truly get an idea of what I've summoned? Note 5 and 6 are big. 4 is already decently big, but oh god, how is it gonna fit in the tavern? Oh no!
It just lands on the roof and you just hear it.
You just see it crunch through the roof. These are my things. Just so you all are aware. I rolled a 4. I summoned one of those big bitches.
Okay, I'm going to roll its initiative. What is its bonus to initiative?
It's beautiful.
That's funny.
Wait till you
It's
see how
beautiful.
5. I'm probably gonna have shrunk down some because that thing is so big.
Okay, so it's an
Why? It's fine.
I'm vibing in the background, mean mugging.
You're gonna get dragged into this fight somehow,
I
which is what's
keep
gonna happen.
I need to
I
stop using my
foresee
number
it.
pad. Good to know. I need to stop using my number pad. Okay, so that is your turn, by the way, and now I need to add this to the. Can you send me? No, you hold on. Give me a second.
And you said this takes how long to arrive?
Oh yes, actually yes. So it takes 2 turns. So that's 12 seconds. So this turn this turn doesn't count because this was the summoning turn.
So turn 4 it should be in.
So turn 3.
Okay, turn 3.
Actually, wait. No, you're right. It would be turn 4. So you see these guys and with an artifact that was given to you by one of the great engineers of Khaenri'ah, something that is usually entrusted to people of great importance or of high deeming morality. They give you your Orb of the Dragon Kind. Do you want to actually call it Orb of the Dragon Kind, or would you like to call it something else?
With the fact that it summons automatons, I'd probably call it like the Orb of Automatons or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, so you focus on this Orb of Automatons, you're kind of like spinning the gears in a particular manner, and you manage to get it into place, hold it up, and you summon a robot, and that robot is on its way. It will, as I said, it takes 2 turns to get here, so it'll be here on turn 4.
It's just gonna come stomping through the street.
Do you have any bonus action? Oh, okay. Actually, I probably should explain this. Let me go back to my combat document. So the way that I work my combat is you get an action, and then I give everybody a bonus action where you can take another action on your turn. So you can cast 2 spells a turn. You could cast a spell and make an attack. You could do a check and make an attack. Do a check and cast a spell. Like you're always gonna have 2 actions on your turn because I hate the idea of my players, rolling badly and essentially just not getting to do anything on their turn.
We don't want what happened. We don't want what happened last night with the XD Gala Darkness stuff to happen here.
Yeah. And then, but you can't use the same action twice. So, like, Sunny, you couldn't summon a second construct. And
well, we also have that noted that it's only a once a day thing. For the
right,
summons,
that is true. So that you can't. Sorry, I was parched. So yeah, you get one more action, and then you have movement as well if you'd like to make it. Another thing to note, I have a mechanic called flanking, where if you can draw a line perpendicular from you to another player where an enemy is in between, you guys are in flanking position, which gives you advantage on attack rolls. This is not a horde battle, so I'm not going to explain that yet, but you guys can read that. There is also the spare mechanic. You guys can choose not to kill these guys. But you just have to clarify that. Like if I say, how do you want to do this? And you're like, I would like to spare. That's fine. Cool. Fantastic. And then if and when we get to elemental damage, I'll let you know. But, oh, good. Jeez.
Elemental damage is going to take so long to really understand, I feel like. Thank God I don't have to worry about it.
Go ahead and save an
I'm-
image.
I'm looking over Shield of Faith. Oh, it says I need a prayer scroll. I don't think I've got those.
Give me a second. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put the construct here on the outside of the bar, and I will move him in when his turn comes. Let me go to your. Let's see. Shield of Fate. Why do you have Shield of Fate twice?
Because of my feet. I want to say I've got Sacred Flame, and I've got Sacred Flame 3 times.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, you have.
No sacred.
We've got to rework my spells.
We do, but you have prayer scrolls. Let's just say you have prayer scrolls. So if you'd like to cast Shield of Faith,
Yeah, I'll cast Shield of Faith onto Louise just as a backup.
great. If you could just read the description of that, to
Shield of Faith, a shimmering field surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting a +2 bonus to armor class for the duration. And it is a
Is that
60-foot
concentration?
range, concentration up to 10 minutes.
got it. Cool, perfect. That's 60 rounds. I don't even know if this will last how long. So, great. And any movement?
No.
Cool. So next up is Spy C, which we're going to determine is this guy over here. He is going to... How many feet of movement does he have? He has 30 feet of movement, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could only get to about here, but how do I move you? This is when things get complicated.
I don't think you've got the right kind of tokens down for moving.
Yeah, you might be right. Okay, so we're gonna have to. Can I just delete this? I probably should have tested this more before we got into.
There's the turn order thing. Go down.
Say that again.
Go back over to the left. Go up 1. Right there. Turn order.
Ah,
That'll let you go through and set up initiative.
fuck.
You and I we can sit down and we can really work over
Okay, we're gonna.
Roll 20 later.
Unfortunately, just because I don't want to take all day doing this, we're going to have to kind of theater of the mind this. Like, you have this map, but and you know where the squares are, but I unfortunately just can't move your characters at the moment. So, as I said, Spy C's turn. How do I end
You'll
your
be able to just like click, hold, and drag on them.
No.
It was making a path.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like
Where you right? See, for me, right click is like dragging it. For me, like it's weird. It's like it's.
I think it's the way Mill picked the kit, like set up the tokens.
I guess so. I mean, I'm just doing normal tokens, but yeah. Anyway, not important. As I said, we will just, as I said, theater of the mind. It. You guys have a map at least, so you know in general how this will work. So he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can make it to about 15.
So you can make it to that chair, roughly.
Yeah, and that's about 10 feet away from you,
Oh,
Louise.
wait a minute, Mel. Is he vaulting over a... Because it looks like there's a rail there. Is he vaulting over a rail?
I'm going to say that that's actually level with this platform. That's a shelf. So
Okay, so what you're saying right here is that it's going like those stairs are going up and not down. Or that there are no stairs.
Yeah, let's just for shits and giggles. There's a platform when you open, but you can just kind of step down from it. You don't have to go downstairs, and you don't have to climb over. You don't have to vault a rail. He's going to be able to get to that spot.
It's like a giant step.
Genshin NPCs really aren't the best at their movement.
All right, so he's going to.
Considering I've seen them get stuck on a tree.
He is not close enough for a short sword attack, so he's going to make a hand crossbow attack. What's his? Does a dirty 20 hit?
To my AC? Probably.
Yes.
You said it was a +2 to AC with the Shield of Faith.
Yes.
My AC is a 15.
Yeah, so he is going to hit. That is 1d6 plus 2. Holy fucking shit. You take 3 piercing damage. And you do feel, as the arrow hits you, you feel hot. The pyro energy from his weapon is searing. Or the pyro energy from his vision is searing into you. It does not do any more damage.
Pyro infusion.
I would like to clarify, it's not really going to do any more damage because they don't have anything but pyro. But
Oh, if they have reactions. Oh no.
I wanted to, but then I was like, nah, you guys are dying. And he is going to use. Let me just make sure that's how that works. Yeah, he's going to use his cunning action to dash. So now his. How does dash work again? I'm always forgetting how dash works. I think dash is. Give me a second.
It doubles your movement speed, if I remember from Baldur's Gate 3.
You take a dash action, you gain extra movement for the current turn. The increase equals your speed after applying any modifiers. So, for example, like a speed of 30 would be up to 60 if you use dash.
Yeah, so he is going to use dash to take his speed from 30 to 60, but he can't move anymore because he had to use his movement this turn. So he is done. So next up is Louise. What are we doing?
Wait, when he used the dash,
Mm-hmm.
did he dash away?
No, he literally couldn't move. He already used up all his movement. He just activated the cunning action, which gives him the ability to dash, and so next turn he will have a full 60 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it is your turn, Louise. What are you doing?
Okay, well, first of all, Louise is just going to take that crossbar bolt and just, like, pull it out. Because,
okay.
Yeah.
We're going to call that flavor text. You don't need to make an action for that.
Yeah, flavor text. That's just flavor of Louise just being a nuisance.
Perfect.
So she just, like,
pulls
the arrow, like, where would you say the arrow hit?
Probably lodged right in between her shoulder plating. Like, it kind of, like, nailed her in the shoulder. But, like, it was a perfect shot into, in between the plating of, like, the chest plate and her shoulder plating. But I mean, it's a hand crossbow, and so the bolts are small, and it really did like minimal damage. You're barely even like you're bleeding, but it's not like.
It's more of a thorn scratch.
Well, no, it's more of like a really annoying.
It's a flesh wound.
It's like a big ass splinter. So you're
so she just, like,
fine.
She pulls that out. And she's going to basically just cast Vicious Mockery.
Cool.
Back at him.
That's spicy. Got it. So
yes, basically spicy. Becomes spicy.
Cool. Let me see. Give me 1 second to check what their DC is. Okay. What did you roll on attack?
We roll attack for one.
Actually, no. Hold on. Vicious Mockery is a spell, right? That's a save?
It's a cantrip.
What?
Vicious Mockery is a cantrip.
Cantrip. It's a wisdom save, so he has to make a wisdom save. Good to know. Let's see. So is his wisdom good? Yeah, actually, it's
I'm
probably.
gonna just say real quick, if you guys hear any like a woo woo woos in the background, my boy is dreaming.
You
Like,
gotta
he
be
is kicking
kidding
and
me!
everything.
Critical failure. So he actually, the way I roll critical failures is that he takes an additional 1d4 of damage. So,
Wonderful for me.
but that also applies to you guys. If you critically fail a saving throw, you will also take an extra 1d4 of damage.
Fuck! Dice, don't fail me now.
So 2d6. What are
2d6 plus a d4.
Oh, the nice clack of dice. Oh, it scratches an itch.
14 damage.
14 damage.
Oh.
Dang!
He's already below half. That was a insane roll on your part.
Yeah. Louise just like rips the crossbow bolt out, looks this dude dead in the eyes, and just goes, "Is that all you got, bitch?"
Incredible.
And he
Incredible.
cries.
Incredible.
Like,
His mind gets thrown back to schoolyard like playtime days of being mocked by the people who didn't pick him for kickball, and he he actually sheds a proper tear onto his mask as you absolutely mentally destroy this man. You get a second action. What is your next action?
Oh my god.
I love this. Now the one that attacked me is not the one that tried to steal from me earlier, correct?
No, the one that tried to steal from you earlier is the one all the way back here.
He's being a coward.
He is
Yeah, basically. How far would you say that this guy is from me?
9 times 5, 45 feet.
Okay, perfect.
Oh no, I don't like
That scares me. Hang on.
So she's also going to then cast Hunter's Mark on that particular one. That particular thief.
Oh.
Okay, how does Hunter's Mark work?
At level 1. So Hunter's Mark, you magically mark one creature that you can see within range as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 force damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack roll. You also have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or survival checks you make to find it. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can take a bonus action to move the mark to a new target you see within range. And it lasts up to an hour.
And this is just for you? Yes, this is just for you. Okay.
Williams would be like, "Oh shit!"
She's just gonna cast it.
If that had worked, if that spell worked in the sense that like you could do that for everybody in the party, I would be way more concerned. But I mean, that's
Don't
concentration. So here's the thing.
For up to an hour.
Shield of Faith is also concentration, right, Sonny?
Yes.
Cool. So just clarifying now. Concentration, if you take a hit, you need to make a a wisdom saving throw to see if you keep concentration. DC is always 10, so that's fine.
I've got a +6, so unless I roll real shitty, I should be good.
But yeah, just keep yourselves honest, because I may not always remember you have a concentration spell up. So if I get a successful hit on you while you have a concentration spell, please let me know, so that way I can have you make that check.
Try to see if there's a way that I can put it on my character sheet so I remember it too. There isn't. Yeah. This is upsetting.
So, all right, cool. Yeah, he is. What does that look like? Is that like oh wait.
Vicious Mockery? It's just yelling.
No, sorry. The hunters. Oh wait, does Hunter's Mark also do? Oh, it adds damage, right? So
it just adds the damage.
Does the Hunter's Mark look like anything? Is there a magical effect, or is it just?
it doesn't say that there's one, but I feel like her eyes would just glow with it. Like, I feel like Hunter's Mark would just be like her eyes glow,
Yeah.
and like it just sees the like outline of that like individual.
Kind of like a
as, like,
Reyna
a
ult.
mark. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Reyna's
Reyna
ultimate
or
type thing.
Sylvagard.
It's just like a glowing
Mhm.
outline on the marked individual. Would be
Yeah.
what I would think it would be, at least.
So Louise
Yeah.
is normally like, what's the word? What's like green and blue put together? Teal?
Hazel?
Teal?
Yeah, teal.
Well, if it's eyes, it would be more of like a hazel.
Is that what you said your
Brown
eyes
girl.
were?
I have it set to blue because that's the color it looked like you had on the
Yeah, no,
character.
I'm thinking green plus blue, which would be like teal or something like that. Your
Yeah.
normally dull teal eyes start to glow, or the pupil, or like the pupil irises, they start to glow in harmony to create a much brighter teal, more vibrant looking, as if it was put through like one of those 4K filters from TikTok. Anyway,
Bro just added contrast to my eyes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro just upgrades the contrast of my eyes.
Yep, perfect. So, yeah. So that ends. Or do you want to take any movement?
Just enough to get out from behind the chair,
Yeah, you don't need to.
which
Yeah, for shits and
movement
giggles,
really is.
you have a straight line if you wanted to run up towards one of them. So you don't need to
Okay.
worry about. So all right, so your turn is done. So we're going to Spy B, which is this one here. He is going to also run up. He's got 30 feet of movement, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is right next to you now. He's right up next to you. He is going
He's in
to
your
make,
face.
he is going to multi-attack, which means he gets 2 melee. So roll to hit. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Bro just flusters right in front of me.
Yeah, no, okay, so he also misses the second time. And basically what happens is he comes up, swings right, swings left, completely whiffs against you, and the guy behind him who just got mocked to the point of utter defeat chuckles a little bit as he regains his a little bit of his composure, and seeing that you're either really good at dodging or he's really shit at swinging, he is going to use his cutting action to dash. What did I say he took? He took 5, 10, 15, 20... No, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He has 5 more feet of movement. Using his dash action, he has 10 feet of movement, and he's actually going to...
Doesn't that provoke an attack of opportunity, though?
To the
Yes.
attack,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he is going to go to like here, almost to, like post up with Sunny, because he can Actually, you know what? Give me a second. Oh, now you want to roll well. Yeah. So with his perception, he's able to tell that you're posting up and you're clearly on the side of Louise, and so he's reading you as a threat. He kind of like
Wait till my ruin grader comes out.
he kind of caught you using that orb, and he didn't know what it does, but he doesn't like it. So bear in mind, he got like a dirty 20 on that perception. So he kind of moves away from Louise, somebody he doesn't think he can hit, and posts up against Sunny. Vix, you could take an attack of opportunity. That is a simple attack. So if you have like you can't use a spell. It is
Yeah, it has to be like an unarmed strike or a dagger.
unarmed
some kind of
strike,
weapon.
dagger,
Okay.
sword, or any sort of melee weapon. You could take a bow shot, but due to the fact
He's
that
he's a little close for a bow shot.
the way that I work bow shots is that you actually have disadvantage when they're within 10 feet. Or ranged weapon attacks, you get disadvantage when they're within 10 feet, and he's definitely within 10 feet of you. So,
Quick question on my catalyst, because catalysts are usually ranged in Genshin.
mhm.
Unless you're Writhely, apparently.
That's magic. It's different. You don't. Yeah.
So would I be considered ranged or no then?
No, you wouldn't be considered range because you are Catalyst is magic. It doesn't work the same.
Okay.
On a D, this is from a D&D standpoint, not from a lore standpoint.
Okay, I wanted to clarify so I didn't think, oh shit, I've got a, disadvantage on my attack because he's too close.
Mm. So let me know what that attack is, Vix.
Okay, so if I'm taking the opportunity attack,
Hit with the leg.
well, I'm gonna use a dagger, but I'm trying to figure
Get
out
him in the leg!
If pretty much I could, yeah, I could just really reach over and stab him in the shoulder.
Okay. Roll to hit.
15.
What is their armor class? It is 12. You definitely hit. How much damage is that?
Damage is 6.
Yeah, you
Daggers don't do
get
a
a
lot.
quick pot shot. Well, not really pot shot. That's the wrong term. You got a quick kind of like jab in at him as he's trying to get away. You scrape his side, and he kind of holds it. It's not a super deep wound, but he felt it. That's for sure. And that's gonna end his turn. Clockwork Horror, which is the Ruin Grader, he is not here yet. And Spy D, which is this guy all the way in the back.
Not the one I just marked, yes.
Yes, he. See. So he's gonna use his cunning action first to dash, which means he has 60 feet of movement. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's getting his get back. He is right in front of you now. And he's going to use a multi attack too.
Oh, fucking hell.
Critical failure. Finally, something that's definitely gonna hit. Shocking grasp.
Oh.
Why did you roll shocking grasp?
Me?
Yeah, it said you rolled shocking grasp on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'm looking at things. Okay,
Okay.
I got.
So,
Don't worry about it. This is
oh.
hitting buttons.
I am looking at things. and
Your
it's quite-
AC is 15 with the Shield of Faith, correct?
Yes.
So he is going to hit
And then I have the
with his
concentration.
dirty
too.
20. So let's see, that's 1d6 plus 2.
That means you're gonna have to roll a wisdom saving throw as
Yeah, I
well
gotta
then, because
do
you got the...
wisdom.
Yes, you
concentration.
take 6 points of... Can you do me a favor and add that to your character? You take 6 points of slashing damage. He swings wide on the first one, but then you lose your balance trying to dodge, and you like catch yourself on the chair, and then finally he catches his opportunity, and boom, pulls the sword down onto your other shoulder. This is a much more significant wound. You're not very happy about that. I'll say that. And
But I need to do the roll for the wisdom with the constitution.
and he's just gonna end his turn. He literally can't do anything. And finally, Spy, the leader of the group.
Melia.
Well, hang on, Mel.
I have the concentration. Remember.
Right. So roll that concentration. The DC is 10.
DC is 10.
It's a wisdom throw. So add your wisdom modifier. And that's concentration isn't a check, right?
17.
Yeah, you're good. You the
I was
100
deciding
mark
on which dice
stays
to
up.
use.
Your eyes are glowing right in front of the man who has. I'm gonna say he has a big sim marker above him. But
got
only
a Sims diamond
only
going on.
He's got a plumb bob!
only
He's got like a Sims diamond above his head.
yeah, exactly. And but only you can see it. Yeah. So Spy A.
Oh my god!
Who is the leader of the group, he does more damage than the other ones because he is the leader. He is going to make a hand crossbow attack. He's going to hang back because he doesn't want to move up with the rest of his men. He's going to make a crossbow attack on Sonny because he sees his guy heading... Actually, sorry, never mind. He can't because one of his men is in his way. So never mind. He actually can't...
Shoot your own man.
in his way to both isn't technically he's got
Yes,
someone in his way to
so
both.
he is going to use his
Shoot your
movement
own
5,
man
10,
in the neck.
15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Holy
30.
shit.
He's going to move here, so now you guys have
Just a
maybe-
line of them.
C, B, and D are there. Sorry, no. C, B, and A. No. BAC, that's the one. BAC, starting for the top, going
He's in front
down.
of me.
And he's going to make a crossbow attack on Sunny at disadvantage because he's within 10 feet. But he doesn't have... He's not close enough to make a melee attack. And... Oh.
I'm just gonna look him in the face.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
just stare at him.
Oh yeah, so did you apply Shield of Faith to yourself? Or actually, can you... Do you have multiple entities on that yet, or do you just have one?
I've got 2 of them.
So you can apply it to
Cleric and
yourself.
Magic.
So he rolled a 17 plus
That's
4
gonna
to
hit.
attack. So
That was gonna hit no matter what.
all right, cool. He is gonna roll his damage.
I'm
Which
gonna
is-
roll my wisdom saving throw. My wisdom saving throw now.
You take 4 damage.
Ow!
You-
And I got a 6 for my wisdom saving throw.
so your Shield of Faith drops. You guys no longer have that.
Okay.
And
You said
then
he did 4 damage
Yeah.
to me.
4 damage, and then he's just also gonna post up. Basically, they're blocking you in now. Where was D? D was the one in front of you. Where did? Right.
Losing track
We-
of characters.
I know. All right. So the current setup: A is here. B is here behind him. Two squares behind him. C is here, and D is here. That is how that was set up. And so that ends his turn. Kimura, what would you like to do? Would you like to enter the combat?
I've seen enough. I'm entering combat.
Fantastic. Roll me initiative. You do get a surprise round, though, since you are entering a combat you were not previously entered. They're surprised that you're joining.
Dash your way into this combat.
I got a fucking 8.
Fantastic. I love that you got an 8. I think that's great. So you're...
You're gonna have to dash your way into this goddamn combat zone.
Oh, I already have my plan of attack, Haley.
Yeah. So,
Surprise.
what are you doing?
Okay, so I will, as one of, where's it at? I'd like to use jump to gain a little bit of extra movement.
Is that how that
Yes.
works?
Yes, you. Actually, let's see here. No, which one does this? Because I think I can only use movement. Because jump makes sense to just jump. It looks like. I read that wrong.
I thought, if I remember correctly, the jump action lets you move your speed as a single motion rather than running.
Running.
With the idea that you could cross a gap if it was within your speed, so to speak.
See here. Because what it says is it takes up the movement. It does 30 movement for the space of 10.
It does 30 movement in a space of...
For the use of 10 movement. Is what it looks like.
Hold on.
What are you?
You-
What are you?
Let me look up the jump action.
Yeah, I might have to change this actually. I can still figure something out. Because a lot of this is just. Cause I could actually just use
Okay, so it's a spell. It's a spell.
the spell.
Do you
It's a
have
spell.
the
You
jump
had-
spell?
Yes. Yeah,
Huh.
I have jump.
this does. You touch a willing creature once on each of its turns until the spell ends, which is duration of a minute. The creature can jump up to 30 feet by spending 10 feet of movement.
So I can really
Okay.
just use that on myself.
So that'd be
One additional creature for and then you can do that on multiple
One,
for every level
5,
above the
10,
first.
15, 20,
adjust.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So you would only have to jump twice in order to get up next to
Except it can only be done once.
C.
Let's see, wouldn't it be one jump?
Oh, it's one jump a
of
turn.
30, so then I could have 50.
Wait, let me double
But
check.
my workaround would
Yeah, because
actually
it would be a jump and then 20 extra feet because their walk speed's 30.
it'd be 50.
Oh, okay. So
total.
then you
How
could.
math works.
It's still the distance is under 50 feet. So if you'd use the jump action and then use your movement, you would still be right up in the space to make a melee attack, melee ranged attack, or you're within range to make a melee attack on Bandit C.
Which C is the one in front of me, correct?
Yeah, C is the one in front of Clargia.
Then that is what I'll do.
Okay, cool. I can't move your token, but I'm just gonna say you went all the way here.
Right up in the action.
You're one here. Mm-hmm.
And would I be allowed to perform Shocking Grasp? I reach out and grab them.
Yeah. Fuck it. How does that work?
Because it's by touch.
No,
So
I'm saying.
I literally reach out lightning and pretty much electrocute somebody.
Okay. You still have to roll for attack, though.
I am rolling that right now. How does a 23 hit?
Yeah,
Nice!
Is that a critical?
That's 19 plus 4.
Nearly crit. That would have been awesome. Nah, but
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so what's the damage?
How does that sound? How does 10 damage of lightning?
This guy's bad. I keep hitting the break button. I need to stop using my number pad. But yeah, he is fucked up. He looks bad. He looks really bad. You touch him and suddenly it's like, imagine, have you guys ever like accidentally gotten like a static shock that was a bit much and almost left your like hand numb for a second?
oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's that, but his whole body. His whole body just.
Oh!
So he's just kind of like paralyzed there for a hot second.
I wish there was a paralyzed to go along with this, but unfortunately that's not how D&D mechanics work. But for flavor text, yeah, bro is just like tensed up. Every nerve in his body is kind of like fried for the moment, and he's just kind of.
Also can't make opportunity attacks until the start of its next turn.
Damn. All right.
I was pretty much paralyzed until his next turn.
That's incredible. Clargia, top of the round. It's your turn. Or actually, no, you get a second. You use the jump spell as an action. You use your movement, and then you use Shocking Grasp as your bonus action. So yeah, no, that'd be your turn. So top of the round, Clargia, what's up?
We're in round
2.
2. Damn.
2 more.
That was a jam-packed round, guys.
Yeah. Like
I'm gonna look. C is in front of me. A is beside him. Correct.
Yes. A is to his left. So like C, A, D, B.
Okay.
And we know C and A is C and B is.
The only one that's actually taken like any significant damage has been C. The rest of them are pretty good.
I'm gonna glance at Kimura, but I'm going to focus my attack on A, which is the leader. I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Mm-hmm. How does that work?
Which flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from half cover or 3/4 cover.
Mm-hmm.
And as I've got this as a cantrip that's been upgraded at level 5, it's actually going to be 2d8 damage. The saving throw is 14.
Yeah, he's cooked. He got an 8. So
Okay.
Pride.
give me
So
the
that's
Magic
damage.
users are just coming in here and just going up and slapped.
Give me
So
the damage.
2d8,
Incredible.
7.
Only 7? Damn. So what does that look like? What does the Sacred Flame from you look like?
I'm gonna say, because it's flame-like radiance, I would go with it's gonna be kind of like a yellowy orange fire, almost kind of like fire of light that kind of just beams down and strikes him.
Okay, yeah, no, cool. You just like call upon some like mystical Khaenri'ah magic, and suddenly this weird like we'll call it amber, light just like fucking like imagine the orbital laser from Helldivers or something like that, just right onto this man, and he just like oh, like as that radiance hits him, he is fine, but he doesn't feel too great about it. Second action.
Second action will be I'm gonna look to Louise and I'm going to. Can I use another spell? Because that was a
Yes.
cantrip that I used.
Yes, you just can't use the same spell.
Okay. I am going to use. We'll do.
Just make sure if you use a healing spell, if it's touch, you have to be within range. So you can move to them and touch them, but like that's important.
And if they're right next to each other, they could really just reach.
Reach out and hold hands.
And you'd have to use at least 5 feet of movement to get to Louise. But
I'm gonna use. I'm actually looking at healing word anyway. Which creature of your choice that you can see within range regains health equal to 2d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier. So 2d4 plus 6.
sheesh, you might bring Louise all the way up to full with that.
Let's see. 3 and 3. 12. 12 heal.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure you're back to full health with that, Vix.
I am at full health, yes.
Incredible. All right. Any actual other than the 5 feet that I required for you? Oh no, you didn't need to make that because you weren't touching. So
Yeah.
any movement?
I didn't. No, I'm just gonna stand. I'm just gonna have my arms crossed over my chest now. I should be like, yeah.
You just post it up. I love it.
Just looks back over at them and just goes, "Fuck you."
Spicy. He's not feeling too hot, so he's gonna run past Nyx to try to get some distance. Nyx, this will allow you to take an opportunity attack. So go ahead.
I'm just gonna go, bam, and just punch him in the face.
But you gotta roll for attack.
Oh, how does a 10 sound? 10 attack.
You miss. So you swing and a miss. You barely missed him though. And he manages to just kind of duck underneath, slip past you. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, about 20 feet over into this open area, and then he's going to make a hand crossbow attack at Sunny. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 1d6. 3 more damage.
3 more.
3. These guys are so weak.
Ow!
They're so weak. Anyway, and then he used his movement, he used his action, and he is done. We're up to Louise.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go after the one right in front of me, which I believe is D, the one with the Sims logo above him.
Correct.
Next one, Bob.
And I am going to, because I can do this when I attack, because I can do this, I'm going to use my beautiful 2-weapon fighting combat action with my 2 daggers. Because, yeah, I have 2 daggers for whatever reason.
Okay.
I'm going to basically swing both daggers at D in front of me.
Okay.
So
So this is 2 attacks?
So when with the 2-weapon fighting, when you take an attack action on your turn and attack with a light weapon,
Okay.
you can make one extra attack as a bonus action later on the same turn. That extra attack must be made with a different light weapon, and you don't add your ability modifier to the extra attack's damage unless that modifier is negative, which sounds so sad.
Okay, so it's a lot going on. Let's start with the first attack then. So what is
So the first dagger. First dagger, let's see.
roll to hit?
It is a 12.
That's gonna hit.
Awesome. So the first dagger hits for 6 damage.
Cool.
My d4s are on point today, Jesus.
6
They
damage.
are pointy too. That's the
That's
best
6
part.
damage on that first one.
Great.
Then we'll swing the second dagger as that beautiful little bonus action right there.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit with that one.
That hits.
And that is another 4 damage with the second dagger.
Incredible.
And I'm not done.
But you're
I'm
not done yet, because you get another action.
Oh, no, I'm not done with the first one yet.
God.
Whoa,
Because I get another bonus action just for hitting, and it's
Right.
fucking wonderful. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike. And I'm actually...
Oh my lord.
And to be fair, I'm also not counting the fact that I should have been adding an extra d6 to both of those attacks with the mark.
Oh shit.
Oh, no, yeah, go ahead and roll those d6s.
That is a 6 and a 5.
So that's 11 damage.
Hunter's Mark's
That's
damage.
additional 11.
And then Ensnaring Strike, which is... The casting is one bonus action, which you take immediately after hitting a creature with a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking this off of the second hit.
Sure.
As you hit the target, grasping vines appear on the target, and it makes a strength saving throw.
Sure. What's the DC?
11.
18.
Nice. So they successfully deal with that. Now here's my question with this spell. Because it says well restrained. So it says on a successful save, the vines shrivel away and the spell ends.
Yeah, so...
So it just doesn't do anything then?
Yeah, so the way I'm going to flavor text this, you get in there, shink, 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 classic, like, Legolas in The Lord of the Rings, like, get 3 slashing attacks off with short blades. Bro, he's like, ugh, like, he's not doing good. And then you're like, now's my chance, and you like raise your hand and you're calling upon your vision to bring down vines upon him to ensnare, and he avoids them by falling prone. This is flavor text, I will say. He's not actually prone on a D&D mechanics standard, but he just like the vines like appear in midair or are coming to ensnare him, and he just literally falls on his back, like frothing at the mouth for a little, bleeding out of his mouth. He's so fucked up.
I mean, how much damage did he take though?
What was that? That was 6 plus 4 plus that was what?
6 plus 4 plus 11.
16. Yeah,
21 damage.
He's got 6 hit points left. I'll let you. I don't typically tell people how many hit points exactly, but he's fucked up. If that vine thing did any damage, he probably would have died.
Oh, because if I was gonna try to cast that at a level 2, and it would have done 2d6 worth of damage for that. Just so you're
But you would have just murdered him.
If it would have hit.
So he
would have just murdered him.
He is.
To be fair, he tried to murder me.
So he falls on his back, bleeding from the mouth. As you did so much damage. He avoids the vines in such a like Looney Tunes way. And he is, but then he gets back up, like, and he's like ready to fight again. But he's holding his side. He's bare, like his hands are shaking. He's fucked up. Yeah, that's awesome, incredible. Well done.
That was my beautiful first attack.
That was. Wait, does Ensnaring Strike count as part of your first action on that turn?
Yeah. So its casting thing, it says 1 bonus action, which you take immediately after hitting a creature with a
Wait,
weapon.
hold on. Let me go back to my combat system here really quick.
That's what it says.
Okay, so if you use an action and a known bonus action, you do not get the additional free bonus action. Essentially,
Okay.
So like that's written. That was written on the document. I want to say so. Like since you used a bonus action anyway, you've already used up your bonus action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's
your
fair.
your
That's
turn.
fair. Otherwise, you God well know I would have just beat this man's ass.
Yeah, you would have killed him. I'm so glad you didn't though, because now it is Spy B's turn, and he is here. His friend moved, so he now has line of sight on Sunny, so he's going to take a short hand crossbow attack.
Just get up like a tiny pincushion.
That's a critical.
Yeah.
That is a critical failure. So he misses, and
Bro shoots the barkeeper.
and he's
No, don't pull him.
Oh my
Actually,
god,
don't
that'd
do
be
it.
so mean.
roll.
Hits another patron in the bar.
I feel like every
Next.
other patron is like out of the way of this fight
Nope,
going on
nope,
right now. Like they're all
next.
like backed
Bro,
away,
that's
like they're
okay.
hiding behind tables in the bar and stuff. Like
Haley.
they're fucking hiding.
Haley, it's like the precise gunplay Valorant, bro. You just see the spray, and then you see Helmet in the back get freaking nailed in the head.
Yeah. Nix, do me a
Yep.
favor. Roll me a d4.
Me?
Yep.
Why am I rolling a d4?
You're about to get shot. Is what's about to happen here.
Let me find a d4. Do I even have a fucking d4 over here on my
If you
desk?
have dice sets, you should.
I have a dice set. I just have it scattered all over my desk at the moment. Do I not actually have a d4? I have a d8, a d6, a d10.
Just roll it in d20, or in D&D Beyond.
I'll just roll a d20 and we can divide it by 4. Well, divide it by 5.
No, that's not what I'm going for here. I do need specifically a d4. So roll it in.
I've got D4 if you need.
It has to be Nix. That's the problem.
Ah,
So is that
2.
2? Cool. His shot misses, and no fucking way. I labeled 1 through 4. Clargia, Barkeep, Louise, Kimora. On the critical failure causes a misfire, which means that the bolt will hit somebody, just not the target that was intended. You rolled a 2. That's the Barkeep. Barkeep is going to take that damage.
Oh god.
The
Barkeep about to like lose his shit.
No, he's about to die,
No.
probably. Yeah, he died. The crossbow goes straight through his skull. Barkeep is dead. I determined that the barkeep was an NPC who had only 4 hit points. He's not a fighter. He runs a bar.
God!
And the misfire, I rolled the straight damage. It was a D6
No.
plus 2. He had a chance to live. If I rolled a 1, he had a chance to live. Barely. But no, I rolled 6 plus 2, which is 8, which is double his health as well, which that's another thing. If an enemy does double your health in damage to you, no death saving throws, you are cooked, dead, outright. So,
Well, bro's officially dead.
the barkeep is dead. He is no longer with us.
What is
Oh!
the fucking odds?
It's very low
Oh!
and hilariously
I just
comedic.
doubt that into existence.
I am.
You brought this into existence.
You
Good job,
manifested that, and I'm so happy you did. So,
Haley, it's the fizzle rate from Wizards.
guys. Oh my god.
the
No. This is just Pokemon like confusion is what that was.
Ruin Greater. It's turn 2. He is beginning to make his way to you guys. Or sorry,
I
he's
feel like a ruin grader coming through the streets as well is probably going to attract the guard.
make a perception check.
Okay, that's 20 plus another number. 12 plus. You said perception? 18.
How do you guys always just meet the frickin' DCs? The DC was 18 for you to hear outside. People in the street are kind of clambering around. There's a couple of like loud gasps and like shocked. What's happening? Like people are kind of freaking out because they can see the ruin grader is at the end of the road. Although you don't know that they can see him at the end of the road. You just perceive the fact that they see him. And they're making a big commotion of it. That is wild. Kimona, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go and just. I'm gonna punch the bitch that's low.
The bitch that's low. There's two bitches that are low. The one in front.
It's the one by Haley. It's the one by Haley.
Here's the thing. There's a person in the way though. You're in this block here.
I can walk around.
The bandit captain is here. You will take an opportunity attack if you try to go around him to get to the guy in front of Kimona. Or sorry, not in front of Louise.
Do this. How about this? I can one-up you right now.
Sure.
I will use my... Where is it at? I will use Misty Step to teleport from one side to the other.
So you want to be here?
Yep, I will use Misstep to teleport to there, and then I'm going to punch the sucker.
Incredible. Yeah, so he gets up, and the second he gets up, you are standing there. He does not know how you got there, and the captain is also kind of like, oh fuck. Roll for attack.
Just, like teleports and they're like, shit.
Roll for attack.
Well, do you want to attack him?
Wouldn't they have advantage too?
They would have advantage though.
Right.
What do you mean?
Would I have advantage?
Yeah,
or
you.
Would?
Yes.
Because you just appeared out of fucking nowhere.
I don't think so, because even if it's a surprise, it's not really a surprise attack. That's the thing. It's just you caught him off guard, but like not by much, because he knew you were fighting
attack,
you.
No, nothing.
Yeah, just roll basic attack. Sorry.
How does 16 hit?
Yeah, you hit him. So this is
6 blunt force damage.
How do you want to do this? Actually, do you want to spare?
No, this is the one that just gets bullied, just punched.
All right, yeah. So how do you
kill him? He done.
How do you kill him with a punch? I want to know.
Huh?
How do you kill him with a punch?
Do you go for the nose?
I literally go
you're
swinging.
a barbarian. You could just say you just like.
No, I literally
I
punch him. He literally smacks his head on the freaking table that's in front, like by us, shatters his skull. He flops on the ground, lifeless.
Oh,
yeah, damn, he's dead.
There's no healing that.
No, there is
no heal
not.
That. He's headless. Bro's headless from a punch.
That poor Natlin NPC, though, from the Land of War, gets a crossbow bolt through the fucking skull. I'm sorry. That poor barkeep.
The healer's having a great time today, not being able to do.
Do I get a bonus action though? Still.
Yeah, you still get one more action.
I want to walk.
No, actually, hold on. Casting Misty Step was an action, so you have movement.
I have movement.
Yeah. 30 feet. There's a guy here, and there's a guy here, and there's a guy over here.
I think I'll just stay put.
Cool. Next person. He just died. Next person. Captain.
Well, actually, well, no. If you're saying I only get movement, then yeah, no.
Yeah, so the captain, seeing his friend die, he is actually going to make the order, retreat! And every one of them is now going to be poised to run away from you guys. He is going to make a run for it.
How they go, they're gonna run face first into the ruin grader.
So
they are.
5, 10, 15... 20, 25, 30. He gets back to here, basically his starting position at this in this game. And because that person just died, we are back to the top of the round. Clargia, what's next?
Okay, so the leader is back in his original spot.
Mm-hmm. He has a henchman here and a henchman here, and they're all being given the order to run away.
The henchman that's lower down,
This one?
kind of between, yeah, that one there. That's the one that shot the barkeep, right?
Yes! Yes, he is.
I'm getting revenge for the barkeep.
Fantastic.
Murder this bitch. You go bitch slap. You're just gonna murder this bitch. The cleric's
I'm gonna
gonna kill
cast-
someone here.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Cool. He needs
So
a deck save, right?
Yep. Deck save of 14.
Critical failure. So
Oh.
that
Does
means
that double the damage?
no. I think I didn't rule it earlier that critical failure on a deck save would mean that he. I think it takes like it was like 1d4 or 1d6. I think it was 1d4 of damage on
1d4.
top. Yeah, 1d4 of
1d4
damage on top.
extra.
So
So-
2d8s and then a d4 as well. Okay.
Oh,
Oh god. Okay, that's already 12. Where's
He's
my
dead.
d4?
He's dead.
so the leader's dead.
No,
Second
I didn't go
died.
after.
No,
I didn't go after the leader. I killed the. His leader's back in his original position. I killed the fucker that tried to shoot me, missed, and shot the barkeep instead.
Yeah, so you summon that like Khaenri'ah energy again, bring down that magic beam upon him, and he just like,
Once.
and then like it hits him like a fucking beam, and he just like falls to the ground, and his body actually starts like disintegrating.
I'm just gonna catalyst is gonna be like floating over my hand. I'm gonna have my other hand in my hip. Just be like, yeah.
Yeah, so he just
Yeah.
died. Let's see, Louise, you're up. You got
The best part is
you got one all the way over here, and you got the captain here.
Okay. Let's see. Well. Let's see. What do
I
I
just want
want
to say
to
we
do?
inspire the
How? Which one's further?
They're kind of equidistant from you because it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 for this one, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So technically the captain or the leader of the bandits is further.
Okay. I'm gonna pull some. I'm gonna
Sacred
pull some
Flame.
mayhem.
Sacred
Oh,
Flame
God.
is my only attack spell.
I'm gonna pull a little bit of mayhem with this because I feel like it'd be funny. I'm gonna attack the leader
Sure.
with my beautiful bow of melodies.
Fantastic. How are you working that? How's that going down?
So, if you remember the bow of the bow of melodies,
Yeah.
it has two side type spell things that you can use with it.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
one of them is precision, one of them is reverberation. Those are
Cool.
the names for them. Basically, one of them's extra bonus to hit. The other one is extra attack damage. I'm gonna add the melody of reverberation to this shot,
Fantastic.
just summoning all of the mayhem in my heart to just, yeah. Let's see what that hit roll is. It is a 16.
Yeah, that
plus
hits.
7. Well, that's 16 plus 7.
That hits for sure.
So yeah, it hits. The 16 alone hit, but the 7, gotta have the 7. So that is.
Wild.
Let's see, which D8 do I want to
Oh, okay. Actually, hold on. Wow, we haven't even gotten around to elemental reactions yet because you and Nyx haven't hit the same character. That is really funny.
This fight's about to be over before my rune grader even shows up. I wasted that summon.
Oh, don't worry. This is. We're not done yet.
Yeah, not done yet.
We still having a party.
Alright, well, I'm rolling to hit with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
By all means, that is a lovely 10 damage Plus, it says on a hit, the target takes extra thunder damage equal to your charisma modifier, which is a lovely 3, so 13 damage total. And
Ouch!
can I just say, like, she pulls this, like, she pulls her beautiful, like, I think we said, what was it, like a lyre off her back?
It was either
Calling it
it was either a violin or viola, whichever one you wanted.
viola. We can say it's a viola because that's the definition of this bow. She takes her beautiful wood carved viola off her back, unhinges the thing into a bow, knocks an arrow, pulls it back, just hums a small melody, releases the arrow. It smacks this guy just wherever with a loud, echoing, thunderous noise. And you could take it from there.
Just looks between the two like, damn, that's an instrument.
Yeah.
Never seen one do that.
She just like unhinges her like instrument and just shoots a thunderous arrow.
Bro is not looking good. In fact, ow. So he
Ow.
and that was your first action, right?
Yes.
You get a second action.
Oh, lovely.
Kill him.
It wouldn't be difficult. It might be possible for you to do it.
We're on turn
Still have
3, I
my
just
turn.
realized.
Mm-hmm.
We still have my turn. He dead. The leader's dead. Trust.
I mean, I could. So either I could do another bow shot, or I could try ensnaring strike again.
Ooh,
That's-
choice is yours.
Make a choice.
You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the ensnaring strike again just to be funny.
Let me just read this again.
I'm gonna do it at a level 2. Because, yeah, it says one bonus action which you take immediately after hitting a creature with a weapon.
Yeah.
That's what I swear
He's
to
gotta
God,
make
that's
a
what it
strength
says.
save.
It is a strength save with a 11 as its.
Alright. This is straight and that's a 4. So what
I loved that.
What?
And I'm casting it at a level 2. So basically he has on a failed save, the target has the restrained condition until the spell ends, which is concentration of up to a minute.
What does restrain do? Does that limit movement?
Restrain. What does restrain do? Where is restrained? Restrained.
Sounds like he wouldn't be able to move
0
like
speed.
roots.
Your speed is 0.
Mm-hmm.
Attack rolls against you have advantage, and his attack rolls have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So he's rooted pretty much.
Yeah, he's basically just rooted to the ground, is what this spell does. And then it does damage on top of it.
What's the damage?
While restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. The target or a creature within
Jesus.
range of it can take an action to make a strength check against your spell's save DC on a success. The spell ends. But I'm casting this at level 2, so it does 2d6.
Roll it.
Jesus.
Let's
Bro is
see.
just pinned to the ground in vines.
Let's see it. Roll those dice.
Roll the beautiful dice. All right, let's do this beautiful purple one,
He gonna
which is a
murder.
5.
He gonna be
and-
murdered.
Sparkles is a 1, so 6.
He
Purple dice is going in the box. It failed me.
he's alive. But
But if I keep concentration, he will be dead.
boy, is he so close. I'm not gonna give you the number, but
Oh, just wait
Is
until the start of his turn, because this also does take effect at the start of his turn.
oh yeah, he's cooked.
So
Cool.
nobody else has to attack him. Like,
Spidey.
she's just standing there after, she just shot this dude, summons the vines with the arrow practically. Like,
Yeah,
the
I like to
arrow hits and
imagine-
just ensnares him in these vines.
Yeah, I like to imagine
just-
it's like the arrow just
arrow
kind of
hits and-
explodes
the arrow
into
just,
vines that like
explodes into these vines. And
pierces
he's just
flesh
nailed to the
and
ground with these
yeah,
vines.
ugh,
And my
gross.
character's just sitting there and just looks over at the other two and just goes, "Don't worry, he'll die in a minute."
Literally, all my
Wow.
brain can see right now. Mill is gonna understand this. Mill, I'm just seeing Khaenri'ah's like burst right now.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
all
sense.
uproot you. That's exactly what I'm seeing with that description.
Incredible. I had a
Which, by the
second
way,
combat
because her
plan for
mark-
this
because her,
session.
like,
I want you
mark-
guys to know I had a second combat plan, but we're not even going to get to it because this is running a lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that ends your turn. Unless do you want to take movement?
Nah, I'm good. Just chilling right where I'm at.
Hey, we
It's going
haven't
well for me.
moved. Literally,
The two of us are
listen,
just
not
standing at
moved.
this table. We're just chilling at this table, like just going for it.
Yeah. So now it's Spy B turn. He is up here. He is going to. He still has his cunning action on, so that means he has his dash. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
He out the
55.
door.
He is out the door. He has made it to here. He is gone. Except he's technically still in range.
Combat.
So we'll come back to him, but for the most part,
And this is round 4, correct?
This is
No,
about to start round 4.
this is round 3. Clockwork Horror
So
gets
we're-
I
closer.
still have mine.
Yeah. So bro is about to
And then he's just gonna
Bro
put
just
a robot in his
walks
face.
outside
Yeah,
and this
Kimona,
robot's just
I'm-
gonna be like standing over him, like.
Here's the
"Hi."
thing. All right, so here's the thing. The guy left the combat, so technically combat would drop as you have a restrained man who's on literally the last leg of his life, and
He's on life support.
and another guy who dipped the fuck out of the building. So technically combat would drop. But I am still curious to see how the Clockwork Horror would fuck up this spy. So if you'd like to continue the combat by killing off
Don't I still have my turn?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so if you'd like to continue keep combat up by killing the captain, you can.
I have my thing.
You are here.
Correct.
What do you want to do?
I pull out my scythe that I have, my magical scythe.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Whoa, hang on, Arlecchino.
I glare at the captain.
Sure.
Slowly start walking towards him with this scythe drawn.
You have 30 feet of movement. 5, 10,
Oh, yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30. You would only get to here, and he's up here. So he's up here. So you're still technically 10 feet away.
Fine. I jump and then I do it.
Okay, so you use the action to basically. I'm not gonna say you action jump. You can. Well, for flavor text, we'll say you just meet. You freaking walk him
Bro just,
down.
like, leaps at this guy.
You're now right here in front of him, in front of the door. He's strapped to the ground in vines, severely fucked up.
With my scythe drawn.
Cool. You get advantage on attack if you'd like.
This is what happens when you mess with the wrong tavern, and I strike him.
Cool. Roll me
I don't
that.
even know what I'd be that because it's a magical weapon.
So the actual rule, that weapon is I added it to your character sheet. That weapon is the staff of withering. It's used as a normal quarterstaff. Quarterstaff does 1d6 plus 2 of bludgeoning damage. So roll me roll attack, and then I'm gonna be so real with you.
I don't get an attack. I don't get an attack roll with this.
What do you mean?
There's nothing
Oh,
for it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Probably
Like, so
not equipped.
the item in your inventory isn't going to give you the information of a normal quarterstaff because it's a magic weapon, so it's giving you the information on the magic. But for
There we go. I found it. Staff of Withering. I got it.
but if you're using it just as like a bludgeon, if you're going to use it like a normal staff and just do bludgeoning damage,
In technicality, it's a scythe. Remember, we reworked it. It's actually a scythe.
flat
It's my
bludgeoning
weapon.
slash damage. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you're going to attack him, you need to roll for attack, and then it would do the base damage without any magic is 1d6 plus 2 damage.
How does 17? Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits, and you don't even need to roll for damage. You bring down your scythe upon him, and it cleaves his chest open, breaking some of the vine as it goes, and he slumps over. He is dead. he had 1 hit point.
Overdone damage. Yeah, exactly. You're
Yeah.
taking a Wizard 101 moment over there, aren't you?
Yeah, so
Hey,
those 2 are dead. Back to the top of the round.
I will make
Okay.
Except
So-
combat drops now. This is the thing. For you guys, combat drops. So we're actually going to skip past all of your turns to the Clockwork Horror, who
currently outside the door.
that spy steps out. You guys can't see this, but the spy steps out and is like, I'm free, I'm safe. And he looks up at this absolute monstrosity of a
Because tall characters only come up to this thing's knee, if I recall.
Yes. So if you guys go to the images
These
that Sunny
fuckers
sent,
are big.
you go to the second image? Yeah, second image where it's number 4, Ruin Greater. That's what it looks like. A tall character would only go up to this thing's knees. So he's looking up at something that's easily triple his height. And the Clockwork Horror is going to make an attack. So
You want me to roll for it?
technically the Clockwork Horror is an NPC, so I would roll for him. I'm rolling against myself.
Also, Nick, just a quick thing, but the way you described that, you pulled an Arlecchino. Mill knows who the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You pulled a fucking Arlecchino.
So 14 hits. He gets 3 rotating saw attacks, which is gonna
Holy
be
shit!
Bye, buddy.
3. Drop my dice on the ground, but it still landed straight, so that's 3 plus 3
9
plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. He takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Then,
Holy shit!
and then he's going to take his second action as a bite, which will just work as like the
Slam the fists, pretty much.
it'd be like the clap action that they make in the game. 13.
Oh god, ow! Those ones hurt!
13. That is 1d8.
The rotating blades, I'm gonna guess, where they do the whole spinny tornado attack.
Precisely. And Spy.
Also, Nick's fixed. If you guys want to see these machines in action, let me know. I'll be happy to pull up my game, like, at some point when we're not doing a session, and I can go find each of these bots.
And just like that, the Clockwork Horror in just 2 simple attacks absolutely destroys this spy. There's still noise and clamoring in the street as combat properly drops for the last time. The session, or the combat is now over.
Oh my god.
You guys killed it. I don't even think... Sunny, you took a total of 4 damage that stuck. Louise came out of this untouched, and so did Kimora.
No, I'm at 26 of my 33 hit points.
I guess my page isn't updated properly. It says 29, but yeah, you guys absolutely fucked them up. Incredible. I love that.
I was just murdering people.
No, I would love for my... Can Louise just, like, after all of this happened, just goes, well, I told you to make sure you could win, dumbass.
You're saying this
Like,
to a corpse.
Looking down at the corpse of, like, this thief that just goes... Well, I told you to make sure you could win,
Isn't that the one
dumbass.
I destroyed his skull on? Isn't that the one that skull is just absolutely
Yeah.
mutilated?
And so we're gonna switch back over to this page that ignore that ad. I am not sponsored. We're gonna switch back over to this page for now. Theater of the Mind. So you guys have killed a lot of people. The barkeep is also dead.
He just dead by stray arrow.
The Ruin Greater is going to... He doesn't even enter the bar. He just kills the guy. And then... Actually... Okay, so he spared that guy, actually, because the Ruin Graders specifically are designed to detain. And so what's interesting is that what happens is that Ruin Grader is going to see the guy, attack him, knock him the fuck out. He's stable, and then he's just going to pick him up and start walking away.
Bro just kidnapped somebody.
Well, no, now this means the royal family can get into this. The guards can get into this.
And I would like to also point out the clamoring in the street got even louder. Something else is happening. What would you guys like to do?
Would I be able to roll a perception and see if I can make out what's going on by like just auditory?
I would honestly, I would give you a like you since combat is dropped, you're no longer working off of like the movement speed, and if you want to just go outside to see what's happening, you can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the door and I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna guess I might see the ruin grader kind of just meandering off with this dude either over its shoulder, under its arm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with his huge legs, his gait is incredible. So he picks the guys up, and by the time you get to the door, he's already halfway down the road, heading towards the nearest detention center. He's gone. But the reason that people are clamoring is that running after the robot is a short woman in a white dress and blonde hair. And she is running after that ruin grader for some reason. And following at a leisurely speed walk behind her is a man in blue and black outfit, also blonde hair, similar diamond eyes. And you hear him say, Lumine! You are seeing the Princess of Khaenri'ah running after this specific ruin grader for some reason. And when you exit the bar, actually, really quick, Louise and Kimona, did you follow
Yes.
Clargia? Cool. So you two, you two come out to hear this man.
I'm still in the bar. I went back to my drink and my plate of food, and I'm finishing that
back to the corner.
I love.
I paid for this. I'm gonna finish it.
I love that. It's so cool, but also you're missing crucial lore moment, so that's funny.
I'll get caught up later.
Yeah. So you threw.
Or maybe I won't.
The Princess of Khaenri'ah is chasing after this ruin grader, and when you guys exit the bar, a little visibly scuffed. He puts two and two together, and he's like, "How many?"
You're down.
Three are dead. That was the fourth.
He just kind
I
of.
feel like I would stay in the bar. They'd meet up with the person outside, and then they'd walk back in, kind of deal. And then I'd go out with them after I grabbed my food and left.
I know for a fact that my character
getting my food.
I know my character would have recognized Lumine.
Yeah,
who is traveling with her because of being Khaenri'ah.
Yeah, you know immediately. That's no problem.
Technically, 4 are dead.
I would have asked you to make a perception check, but I also knew that since you were the one that ran out first, you are that's literally your royalty.
You started describing them. I was like, oh, it's this motherfucker.
Anyway, so I would like Louise, can you make a history? Yeah, history check.
Okay. 4.
Yeah, so you have no idea. You know who the princess is. Everyone knows who the princess is because they're always all over the kingdom. They're clearly busy doing stuff all the time. The man in the black and blue with the blonde hair, you have no idea who he is.
Understandable.
But he is communicating with Clargia, and he's like, I'll send somebody.
We also should probably get the bar shut down because we did have an unfortunate casualty. One of them tried to shoot me and had shot the barkeep.
The barkeep just did.
The man puts his hand on his head and shakes it a little, and then just goes, very well.
If it hadn't been so bad, I would have healed, but there's no coming back from what happened.
You'll know if you see it.
Understood.
I
I will send the guard. They will come. They will handle the rest. Thank you for your work, citizen and foreigners.
Apologies for the mess. This was not. Didn't mean for this to happen. In the least, but thank you.
Anyway, I must be away. And he then begins a casual... He begins a casual jog towards Lumine, who has finally caught up with that ruin guard. And you now notice, while you weren't looking, Lumine is now on top of that ruin guard. Like, basically perched like it was... Even though this thing doesn't have a head, it's like she's just sitting on his shoulder.
She's just riding the thing.
Essentially, yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much... That's that. I'm just gonna... Do you want to play out getting back to the orphanage? Is there a particular RP you were looking for there? Or... Because if not, I think that's probably a good place to call Session 0.
I'd say that's a pretty good place myself.
I say we can pick it up and possibly head to the orphanage in session 1.
Yeah, perfect.
But session 0, I'm saying we close the book on it.
Perfect. Cool.
Here's the two other people, by the way, sent in the group chat that Mill has mentioned.
He doesn't have the mask, or this like cape, this like collared cape thing. When you run into him on the street, I want to just clarify that. But
yeah, unfortunately, this is the only gift I can get of him, though.
No, I know we don't have his pre-modern time vibe, which is fine. But yeah, so that wraps up session 1. That was incredible, guys. Honestly, perfect. I loved every second of it.
I'm
gonna clarify a couple things just for because I'm writing notes. I'm
sure.
the random note keeper. The tavern's name that we went into.
Fuck.
You said the name of it. Brain just didn't remember.
Yeah,
the Tavern of Fuck. That's a very interesting tavern name. Tavern of Fuck. Duly noted.
The new Natlin rum. You guys, I mean, I don't know if it's necessary for your notes because you're probably never going to run into anything about it ever again. But you guys fought the Pyromancers gang. It's a gang that all Pyro Vision users, who their territory tends to be the western side of the city. They originally hail from, or their founder hailed from Natlin. Somebody who is adamantly opposed to the Archon there, Mavrika. Was it Mavrika at the time?
It's probably Xbalanque.
Yeah, so adamantly opposed Xbalanque's war, and just wanted to pursue a life of comfort by any means necessary. Came to Khaenri'ah and decided to found a gang. Not super relevant information. I did write up lore for them, but you guys didn't need to know it in order to kill them.
Hey, that's what they get for messing with us.
Yeah,
that's
but
just jumping people and just slicing their heads
you
off.
You just saw a fight go down and went, "Hey, I want in on that."
I only killed the guy who fucked up the poor barkeep. I was going to spare otherwise. I was going to leave them alive so they get brought into the guard. My ruin grader did a perfect job.
To be fair, I was going to give the leader an option to just surrender. But someone decided to decapitate them.
Because see, with my lore, it makes sense for what I'm doing.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, Grim Reaper over in the corner.
Not necessarily Grim Reaper.
She's pulling an Arlecchino. She or they? Or what pronouns?
Any.
Okay. I don't want to misgender. That's Brayden realized that as I was saying that.
Gonna have to hate you.
Sobs.
Right. Okay, here's the thing. How
what?
I just need to check some stuff. So
okay, are we done recording at the moment?
Yeah. So thank you for.
Okay, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna